Let me just get all my levels situated. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. You know what to do. You know what to do when you're watching these videos when you first tap in. You know what to do when you first tap into these videos. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. All that good shit. I want to know where the fan base is from. We got some crazy information, some key information to talk about in just a few minutes. I'm going to let everybody pop in here. I know I'm doing a little rush hour live. right now, but I'm going to let everybody pop in here. What up? What up? California's in the building. Cali's up in the building. What up? We got London up in here right now. You know what we do when we tap in? We do a little roll call. Let me know what you're smoking. I'm rolling a little something up right now to get the stream started. What up? What up? We got Rhode Island in the building. Much love. So we got some epic parts of the country, epic parts of the world. We got VA tapping in. What is popping with y'all? We got some breaking news on PnB Rock. Some shit that I just read. Obviously, there's a new situation popping off with PnB Rock right now, guys, where basically play-by-play of the details were released. I was listening to a news report and a play-by-play of the actual details were released for what happened when the PnB Rock and his girl, they got ran up on at the chicken and waffle spot, the Roscoe's chicken and waffle spot. Basically, everything that happened, we're going to be going over today. Some key details from the last moments of PnB Rock we're going to be speaking on. Now, I can report that we do have people in custody at this point in time, but there are others at large still. Others are still currently at large. Somebody who apparently put in the call. To the father-son duo that would arrive to the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, you guys. We're going over all that today. We're going over all that right now, you guys. So Freddie Lee Trone was actually arrested in Vegas. His 17-year-old son was arrested as well. This is some new information. We all heard about the 17-year-old getting picked up, but Freddie Lee Trone has actually been arrested as well. He was brought in Vegas. 2 weeks later, you guys, this man was in Vegas, and I'm wondering, what is he, a resident of Vegas? Where is this dude originally from? Is the question on my mind immediately. At this point, he knew he was on the run. You know what I mean? After what happened with PnB Rock, dude knew he was on the run immediately, and apparently he wanted to get as far away from LA as possible. So, yeah, he is probably from California. Why would he go from Las Vegas to Cali just to rob someone? So, dude actually went on the lam and went to Las Vegas. Pretty crazy that his son gets apprehended in California, I do believe. Don't remember the city, but his son gets apprehended in California, and this father gets apprehended in Vegas. Very stunning. So apparently, this is what I was hearing on the news report. A man wearing a red shirt observed PnB Rock and his girlfriend arrive wearing expensive jewelry. He waited outside. Until Trone got there. Trone comes. Apparently, they speak. Trone leaves after speaking with the dude. Apparently, Trone went back to actually pick up his 17-year-old son at this point in time. I guess there's video surveillance showing a dude wearing a red shirt who observed PnB Rock enter. Then he waited for Trone. They spoke. Dude left. Dude put himself on camera, I guess, doing that. You know, we'll get into that in just a little bit. I have my thoughts on these dudes and their activity on video surveillance that I will share with y'all momentarily, but it's all pretty shocking to me. So, getting back to it, the prosecutors say that when he came back, he went and picked up his 17-year-old. Everybody share this video one time. He went and picked up his 17-year-old. The prosecutors say that he was armed. Trone dropped him off a short distance from Roscoe's. He dropped his son off, you guys, a few blocks from Roscoe's so his car wouldn't be seen pulling up. They planned this shit. But again, I feel like they had no idea this was PnB Rock. That's just what I think. And when we hear a new report that they knew it was PnB Rock, we will go over that. You know what I mean? I'm feeling like look at it right now. BET weekend and all that. You know what I mean? This happened before BET weekend. So it's not like dudes are out there just looking for rappers all day. So the lookout or whatever, the lookout or whatever he is, because that's what it seems like the guy in the red shirt is the lookout. And I will let you know, when you are involved in a case where you're a lookout, you're probably going to be doing about a nickel yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're probably going to be doing about 5 based on that conspiracy of looking out. Oh, you were the middleman? Okay, go sit down for a second. So he dropped him off. They planned this shit out, right? He gave the drop and said, dude. So the word is that he gave the drop and said the dude with the big jewelry is coming. The dude with the red shirt has not been found yet. He is still on the loose. Let's see who is going to be the first to rat on that guy. You know what I mean? Let's see who's going to be the first one to rat on the guy with the red shirt. Is it going to be the father? Is it going to be the son? This is going to be a case. This is going to be a case of Rat 100. So Trone Jr. apparently goes inside, walking straight to the table and pointing a gun at PnB Rock. Give me all of your jewelry now. Give me all of your jewelry now. So that's where we are in the story, you guys. Damn. What up, Dallas in the building? BX, New York, New Jersey in the building. Appreciate everybody tapping in. So Trone basically goes inside. Trone Jr., that is. Like I said, the dude pulled back up and he dropped his son off a few streets away, which, I mean, you could say that's smart, but still, like I was just reading with the K-Flock case, there is surveillance literally everywhere. Like they say, every patch of street in New York has surveillance on it. So basically, Trone Jr. goes inside, walking straight to the table, pointing a gun at PnB Rock, saying, "Give me all of your jewelry now." And then the teen shot PnB Rock in the chest. When PnB Rock fell to the ground, he shot him 2 more times in the back. And to me, y'all, that is some coward shit. That right there is grimy. After the chest shot, man, he's done. You hit a vital organ. You clapped a man in his lungs. What are you still popping off for? What's wrong with these dudes, man? That shit is disturbing and it's absolutely crazy. You know, I guess he did it to make sure. I shot him in the chest. I want to make sure he doesn't survive to point me out in a witness lineup. These other 2 is just for good measure. He probably did the kick too. Dude's ridiculous. Just kicking him to see if there's a reflex. These guys are absolutely ruthless. The way that he did this is foul. PnB Rock fans are definitely mad about this. So the felony complaint says that the teen pointed the gun at PnB Rock's girlfriend, saying, "Show me your hands. Give me that blank." They didn't say what it was. I guess it might have been shit, but they had said blank on the news report I was watching. "Right now, I swear to God, I'll shoot you in the head." The teen then robbed her, took her jewelry, and the complaint says, as the rapper lay dying on the floor, the teenager robbed him too, taking his chain and watch and the rings off of his finger. Yeah, this shit is freaking honestly, man. That shit is disturbing to me. Yeah, for real, David. This is really disturbing to me, man. I'm letting y'all know what I heard on an official news report, man. So whatever the hell your name is in the chat, don't miss me with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm reading you guys what I heard on an official news report. Some obviously we all know news differs from station to station, from anchor to anchor. A lot of information is getting put out there. What up, Buffalo? Appreciate Buffalo tapping in. Appreciate Buffalo on the tap in. You already know who I am, Mikey T, the movie star. We got some crazy new information about this case. Some crazy new information about the PnB Rock situation. His girlfriend was actually robbed first. You know what I mean? His girlfriend was actually robbed first. Then, before he left, he took the jewelry, he took the chains, the watch, and he pulled the rings off of the finger of PnB Rock, is what I heard on television, you guys. You know, and I'm just curious to know, like, what did you take from the shorty, man? She wasn't wearing a house on her neck. Everybody wants to do all this talk about people having a house on her neck. She wasn't wearing a house on her neck. You know, they could have let her rock, but he was just so concerned about it. This shit is nuts when you think about it. I don't see anything or hear anything about money. I don't hear anything about him going for a wad of cash. I guess that's because it's wasting time, you know, worrying about the debit card that you're never going to use. They got the most important items. And when someone is dead, you know, they're like dead weight. They're hard to lift up. It's a struggle to actually lift up the dude to see what's in his pocket, as you've seen. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to actually, you know, put up more effort than you really want to. You know, you're going to be exerting more effort. You know what I'm saying? And look at the kid, 17-year-old. He's probably puny as hell. These clowns don't lift weights. They're not diesel. All they know how to do is shoot guns. They don't go to the gym like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see a picture of the dude, but I guarantee you he is a scrawny, skinny dude. That's mainly the reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out of here ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the reason that the only things that were reported being stolen was the necklace, the watch, and also taking the rings off the finger. You know what I'm saying? They're probably thinking, I'm not trying to lift and get all sweaty and get the blood on me. And then there's blood on the money. And then I've got more evidence actually on me. Very, very key information right there. Because, you know, after you get involved in a situation like this, after the situation like this, you guys, you got to wonder, okay, there's going to be something on your shoes. There's going to be something on your shirt. You know what I mean? Any type of shit like that. You're going to have to be worried about that. So we're about to get to that, man. We're about to get to that because I thought it was very crazy. You know, just overall what they're doing here. The fact that they think that they could just drop somebody off a few blocks down the road and everything's going to be Gucci. This is the biggest thing going on right now. You know what I mean? When you got situations like this, these are the biggest things going on right now. There is a big open case right now that they are looking to solve, and crazily enough, they've solved it within 2 weeks. They solved this case within 2 weeks, you guys. It happened on the 12th. I believe I got my date right, of the 12th. And they were actually arrested. Trone Sr. arrested in Vegas. His son arrested, in allegedly his son. I don't know if the stepson. I don't know if it's his nephew. I don't know. I don't know if it's his older uncle that he calls his son. You know what I mean? I don't know what the vibe is there. You know what I mean? My grandfather was younger than his uncle, too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what the vibe was there, to be 100% honest with you guys. I would hope that some dude wouldn't put his biological son, or shit, even anybody that he's guiding in life, into a situation like this. That's why the situation, the details are really they're really strange to me, when you would hear that apparently a dude in a red shirt, a red jacket, witnessed PnB Rock and his girl going into the Roscoe's. This is the chain of events. Dude with the red jacket must he must be like a base head or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He must be somebody who's like, yo, if I hit this person up and he catches a lick, he'll break me off with something. He'll break me off with something. You know what I mean? So it could have been as easy as that. You know what I mean? It could have been as easy as that. So dude comes, meets up with him, he informs him of the situation, and then he goes back to pick up his son. Like, I'm missing it, man. I'm missing it, man. Fat Joe said it, y'all. Fat Joe said it, and I echoed it. Why would they go in there looking to take somebody's life? You know what I mean? Why would you go in there looking to end your own life by taking somebody else's? What do you expect to get from the jewelry? The jewelry isn't going to pay for your lawyer. You're not there ain't going to be no trial if you're expecting that jewelry to pay for your lawyer. That'll get you a plea deal of life with the possibility of parole. That's what that'll get you when you break your lawyer off with that. But it ain't going to get you to trial, I'll tell you that much. So the timeline ends, you guys, with the father actually picking up his son. The prosecutors say that they parked blocks away, and the teenager got rid of his shoes and his shirt. And there's no mention of the social media post from PnB Rock's girlfriend and the man in red. They're looking for him too. The man in red, they're looking for him too. So there's another person actually involved in this case. You know what I mean? There's another person actually involved with this case that they're thinking they need to get their hands on to question. But obviously, it's like, maybe I'm thinking somebody's going to snitch on him already just to get the ball rolling. Who will it be? Will it be the father or the son? Who's snitching first, you guys? So the son got rid of his shoes and his shirt, meaning he threw it in a trash can. Why didn't he burn it? Not only that, I'm sure one of the cameras caught his dumbass wearing the clothes, because it's not like he magically transformed. You know what I mean? It's not like he magically transformed clothing. He either took off an article here, looking, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, we're looking for a dude with a black hoodie. Take it off. Now I'm wearing a white tee. One of those moves, they think they're slick, but they don't realize the camera caught you. The camera caught you while you were in the process. We call that the fitting room. Smile, you're in the fitting room. Cheese. What are you doing changing clothes? The dude in the deli across the street saw you changing clothes. Dude from the car wash caught you. You know what I'm saying? You're putting yourself in all type of witness 1 from the deli, witness 2 from the car wash. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting yourself in a position to lose. That's why I say, why do you go pick up a 17-year-old kid to carry out this mission? You know what I mean? Like, come on. They probably canvassed garbage cans for a 20-block radius looking for shells, looking for any type of clues. What do they call this guy? Slick Rick or something? Because he's not that slick. Just because you watch CSI, everyone thinks they're an expert and they think they can get away with a body. It's easy to catch a body. Good for you. But did you ever for 1 second think how you're gonna get away with it? Oh, I'm a jump in my man's whip. I'm gonna change my clothes. But what about ballistics? Did you pick up the shells? Because guess who's got the shells? So Tron and his son were each charged. I got their charges here. They're each charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of second-degree robbery, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit robbery. Okay, how about obstruction of evidence? How about obstruction of evidence? Tampering with evidence? Arson? Basically, it's a shit show. They look guilty as hell. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to be one of those, okay, has the jury decided? Yes, unanimous decision. We're off the lunch. Guilty. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. Like I said, a lot of people are being brought up into this more than I think we thought would have. More than I think we actually thought would have been brought up in this case. I need everybody to share this video one time. We're going over some crazy information that was released. Oh, damn. My weed ain't gonna roll itself. Appreciate everybody tapping in. If anybody wants to send in super chats to add to the conversation, do that. I'd appreciate it. Anything as low as $1 or whatever, $5, $10, whatever you want to send in, add to the conversation, throw a question in there. Man, I had to go over this news because it was a lot of graphic details. It was a lot of graphic details as far as what went down inside of the Roscoe's. We all know what we heard in the first place. You know what I mean? The first thing we saw was actually the video of PnB Rock on the ground. You know what I mean? So at that point, you don't know what happens. You know what I mean? PnB Rock's on the ground. You'd imagine dude was getting a little bit shook at that point. Takes the watch, takes the chain. Apparently, he took the rings too. But even before then, you guys, he took everything off the shorty. You know what I mean? He took everything off PnB Rock's girl as well. You know what I mean? So this dude is ruthless. Both of these guys are ruthless, man. I don't just come on here to say that type of shit. You know what I mean? I'm just going to call it for what it really is. You know what I mean? Right now, we see what's going down. A lot of people are going to say what they want about Kodak Black eating chicken and waffles, you know, because Kodak Black, they always take his shout outs and misrepresent them. You know what I'm saying? They always take his shit and really flip it and make it look absolutely crazy. But right now, we got BET weekend going on. You know what I mean? We got BET weekend going on out there in California. PnB Rock just so happened to be in California on a regular basis. Kodak Black is in Florida. Gilly and Wallow, they're in Philly. They're, you know, traveling for the show. There's not a lot of people that are just in California all the time like that. You even had Milk. Shout out to Milk. Milk coming on here and saying, why would he have went to that Roscoe's? Vlad talking about the other Roscoe's that he went to. You know what I'm saying? All this different information coming out surrounding the case. All this different information coming out surrounding his intentions of why he even went there. You know, I see Sean Cotton, he did a dope interview with Melk where they actually addressed it. You know what I mean? My heart's obviously with the friends, the family, everybody that, loves PnB Rock. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I've done a hell of a lot of work in Philly. That's why I'm going to cover this. When you got a guy, who runs up into the Roscoe's, details were released. Guy in a red shirt, red hoodie, whatever it was. Red shirt, red hoodie, whatever it was. He spotted PnB Rock come in, everybody. These are the new details that were released. Somebody with a red shirt. We had got some other details that father and son were there in the parking lot waiting, patiently waiting, but it was actually somebody in a red shirt. It was actually somebody in a red shirt, jacket, whatever the hell it was. Probably should have wore a different color than red today. But yeah, he made the call to Trone. And he said, these dudes with jewelry just pulled up. Or he said, PnB Rock just pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know PnB Rock. It doesn't matter if you know PnB Rock. Just get your ass down here. He's wearing the biggest chain he owns. This is what allegedly went on. Trone comes down. I don't get why it would happen like this. If you're going to pull some shit, at a location where there's cameras, why would Trone Sr. and Trone Jr. is how I will be referring to them. Why would Trone Sr. pull up? He pulls up and allegedly talks to the guy in the red. Yo, da-da-da-da-da, what's going on? Yo, we got a serious situation. Dude is up in there right now. They're about to eat, so you got a little second. I know you live right up the street. Yeah, man. Man, why would they need to go get his son to do that, first of all? Man walked in with his girlfriend. Man walked in with his shorty. You know what I'm saying? Why would they even need to go get a pistol to handle that situation? Okay, you're going to go get the 17-year-old. Everybody share this video one time for me. You're going to go get your 17-year-old. Okay, now there's 3 of you. How about the 3 of you walk in there and take the jewelry? You know what I mean? Dude's got to take it to the most aggressive level to where now all of their lives are over. All of their lives are over involved in this. Why are all their lives over? Because it doesn't matter if some of them cop out to 5 to 7 years. They're going to be tarnished with a felony on their record. And I'm not talking about just any felony. Some felonies you could deal with. You know what I mean? Some felonies you can actually deal with. But when you have a felony on there that is actually involved with a homicide, that is about the biggest red flag. Pretty much don't plan on going to college. But I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't plan on doing anything with your life. You know what I'm saying? If you even get out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Some people, man, put themselves in horrible situations to get a little lick. Dude's like, oh shit, they would have sold the jewelry and they would have given you $100. That's what they would have given you. They would have given you $100 for your help in helping them get that jewelry. Matter of fact, you probably would have never seen them again. Look at what Trone Sr. He was caught. Trone Sr. was caught in Vegas while his son was caught in Cali. And I know I'm not a dumbass. I know the thing to do would be to split up. They're looking for an OG and a young G. They're looking for a father-son duo. So I guess you're going to want to split up, right? But who the hell is going to run out on their kid like that after that moment? His kid got caught in California and he got caught in Las Vegas. What kind of shit is that, man? I'm calling foul on that as well. You put your kid in that predicament and then you run out. I'm extra hot about that, man. Because this shit right here, this is a smudge in the history of hip hop right here. Things like this are happening, man. This is a smudge in hip hop history when you got a father-son duo like this trying to what? They're trying to get a come up. They're trying to get a come up off of a celebrity so what they can pay some rent so they can pay the rent for the year. Congratulations. You covered your rent. You covered your rent for a whole year. But now it's going to cost you 40 years. You covered your rent for one calendar, and now it's going to cost you 40 calendars where you don't get to see your kids, where you don't get to see the women involved in your life, or any of the women, whether they're lovers, whether they're your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Because I know these dudes, man, when they don't be getting to be around their moms, their grandmothers, their sisters, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that. The walls start closing in on you. Yeah, man, this shit is ridiculous. The predicament when all he had to do, yo, you want the chains? You want the chains, Trone? You want the trains? Why don't you bring your ass in the Roscoe's and go fight for those chains? Probably because he knows what the outcome would have been. Probably because he knows what the outcome would have been if he would have came like that. But it's just sad overall, you guys. It's sad overall what happened with this situation. But like I said, man, their charges are actually 1 count of murder, 2 counts of second degree robbery, 2 counts of second degree robbery. That's right, because PnB Rock and his girlfriend were both robbed, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit robbery. Conspiracy to commit robbery. So this other guy, I don't know if they're gonna hit him with they're probably gonna hit him with the conspiracy to commit robbery, 2 counts of second degree robbery, maybe even the conspiracy to commit murder. You know what I'm saying? They could even throw that at him. But let's talk about some other charges that should be in there. How about obstruction of evidence? Don't you guys remember when I mentioned how he took his shirt off, took his shoes off? What do you got? Some stains? Are you obstructing the evidence? Are you tampering with evidence? Yeah, those charges usually get thrown out, though, when they mix them in with so many others. When they mix them with others, that's just what happens. They get thrown out. You know what I'm saying? How about arson? But like I said, it's a shit show for these guys. They look guilty as hell. This is going to be one of those easy cases. You know what I mean? Where the jury, it's going to be like, okay, has the jury decided yet? Unanimous decision. We're off to lunch. This is going to be an early lunch, 9:30. But Your Honor, it's breakfast. No, it's lunchtime. It's one of those type of cases. You can go get your pancakes, get your burgers, get whatever you want. The point is, we are out of here. There's nothing to talk about. And I'd be surprised if this case even has a third day of trial. The first day will be, the how do you plead? That will be less than a day. Going to be a waste of a day, to be really honest with you. They've got everything they need. Let me guess. You went to the gas station. Did you go to the gas station to use their bathroom too? Maybe throw your shirt away? You went to the gas station to change your shit, right? They're so amateur, but they're also ruthless. You're not even no real hitter. What the hell? 1 in the afternoon? Broad daylight in that area? Are y'all not aware of the technology nowadays? First of all, you had 3 phones. Red Hoodie, phone, right? Red Hoodie had a phone, right? He's on the run. Your son had one. And there's your dumbass. What are you telling me? Did you coordinate this by walkie-talkies? No, you didn't. And here's why. God forbid you spent $200 to invest in a crime. God forbid you'd invest. And I know that sounds crazy. What do you mean, Mikey T, invest? It sounds crazy to a regular civilian that's not a jack boy. But it's the best thing that they could have done. Go to Best Buy, use a swipey, order the shit on Amazon, use a P.O. box. What do I got to walk you through this? What are you doing? Use a Dropbox. Who is your OG? I'm dying to know. What set? What set is this clown? Who raised this sucker? Nobody told him how to put in work? What was this, his first jug? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's be real about this thing here. Let's be real about this thing. Freddie Lee Trone was arrested in Vegas. 17-year-old son arrested in California. But the prosecutors are saying it was the teen who carried out the shooting. So here we are 2 weeks later. He was in Vegas. You know what I mean? He's in Vegas. He's caught in Vegas. He was on the run, obviously, right after this happened. He wanted to get the far as hell from LA as he could. I want to get the hell away from LA as far as possible. You know what I'm saying? A man wearing a red shirt, as I said, was observed. He observed PnB Rock. He observed PnB Rock and his girlfriend arriving wearing expensive jewelry. Boom. There's the motive right there. Their motive is expensive jewelry. I wonder if they even got any cash off of the expensive jewelry, you guys. Honestly, did these guys even know how to handle the business that they got started with? Just like the whole situation with young Dolph and the dudes, the suspects being brought in time after time, and they asked the suspects, "Do you have money for a lawyer?" Time after time, they bullshitted like they did. They never did, man. They never did. They never had no money for no lawyer, just like these guys would have never gotten no money for that jewelry. Nobody would have ever wanted. It says PnB Rock on it. It says PnB on it, for crying out loud. Imagine the resale value of that. There's practically none. Practically no. You got PnB Rock chain, man. I think you better keep it pushing. Or matter of fact, I'm gonna keep this chain now. What it is? You got your ratchet with you today? Huh? Your son popping off today? Yeah. Get up out of here. I didn't think so. Go pick him up. Dude goes and picks up his kid to carry out an act at Roscoe's. If you want the jewelry that bad, why don't you go put a rapper in a headlock? Dudes have been doing it forever. Go put a rapper in a headlock and take the chains. But no, you got to take it to the ultimate extreme. You got to take it to the ultimate extreme where now you've cost yourself your own life plus your son's. But neither of your lives will ever be the same again. So he dropped his son off. He comes back with his son. He dropped his son off a few blocks from Roscoe's, so his car wouldn't be seen pulling up. They planned this shit. But again, I feel like they had no idea. I felt like they kind of didn't know this was PnB Rock. Like I said, it's BET season right now. You know what I mean? California is chock full of celebrities. You know what I mean? It's like, that's why dude in the red, oh shit, one of them is around us. One of the celebrities, one of those guys that usually don't be around is around. You know what I mean? And that's what drew it out. That's what it looked like drew it out. And they called him. You know what I'm saying? They called him, man. And this guy, red shirt, the lookout or whatever, he gave the drop. He said the dude with the big jewelry is coming. The dude with the red shirt is not found yet. As I said, he is still on the loose. Let's see who is going to be the first one to rat on him, though. That's my prediction. We're going to have a rat in this case. And I just want to say it again. What Trone Jr. did going in there and firing off on PnB Rock and then firing off again after he's already hit, that is some coward shit. That's grimy. That shit is grimy. I said it. After the chest shot, he's done. You hit a vital organ, man. You clapped him. You clapped the man in his lungs. What are you still popping off for, rookie? Your dad probably wondering what the hell's going on in there. We'll have to see how this all plays out, man. We'll have to see how this all played out. What's popping with y'all, man? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Let me know what city and state you're all tapping in from. You heard? Let me know what city and state everybody's tapping in from. Appreciate y'all for tapping in on my live today. Got to go over this information as it's released. Um, if we get some more information, though, I'm going to be back with it. I don't let y'all sit on these stories, especially if there's breaking news that came on. The last story that I did actually covered the fact that they had their suspect. Yesterday, news actually broke. They arrested Trone in Vegas. Today, some key details released from what happened inside of that Roscoe's. The fact that their charges are out now and they're facing 2 robbery charges, that right there goes right along with the fact that both PnB Rock and his girlfriend were robbed. And like I said, man, the fact that they do that, what they did to PnB Rock, they do his shorty, it's dastardly to me. We got Rochester, New York up in here. What up, Rochester? What's popping with you, man? South Philly, what's popping? Waterbury, Connecticut. Okay, I like it. We got Philly, we got New York, we got Connecticut, we got Cleveland, Ohio in here. Don't be scared to put it in the chat. I'm going to shout out what city y'all from, man. I definitely appreciate you guys tapping in for this live episode. I got to roll something up, though, man. Y'all know I can do an episode without smoking. Hell yeah. Salute to the 313. We got the Boogie Down Bronx in here. Salute to the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Free K Flock. Free K Flock. He's coming home. Y'all know, if you guys didn't see my video about K Flock, go check it out, man. I feel like it's damn wrong what they're doing to K Flock, especially with the, you know what I'm saying? Especially with all the video evidence that's out there. I think it's damn wrong what's happening to K Flock. But New York has different rules. New York actually has different rules, as was being explained on, a lot of people explained that the rules between New York, Georgia, Florida, they're all different. So we got New Orleans. Everybody shout out where you're from. Shout out where you're from. Don't be afraid to tap in here. What up? What up? What up? What up? We got Detroit in the building, 313. New Orleans, 504. We got Queens up in here. What up? What up, B Rich? Queens in the building. Brooklyn up in here. Respect to Brooklyn on the tap in. Erie, PA. What up? What up? What up, Erie? Erie, PA on the tap in. Appreciate y'all. All the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. What's up? I appreciate you for tapping in, yo. We got Chester, PA in the building. Chester's in the building. What's popping with you, CJ? Yo, I just had to go over this news, all these details that were released, as well as some information, I guess, about the lookout. The lookout. And he's going to be lucky if he just catches that lookout charge. The lookout charge is about the shortest amount of time you're going to be able to cop out to in this case. I'll tell you that much. If you're going to be a lookout, you're going to be doing about 5 to 6, 7 years in this case. And that's if you have no priors. So anybody that decided to get involved with this, and I'll say this as well, anybody that tries to get involved with shit like this in the future and tries to pull some young Berg, you know what I'm saying? Some young Berg Transformers change. The world has changed, you guys. It's not, hip hop is not the same place that it used to be. We all need to take a step back and realize we ain't going to be extorting the artists no more. You know what I'm saying? The artists aren't going to be getting extorted like that no more. A lot of the times they got people around them that are solid enough that are going to push those people trying to extort them out. We've heard a lot of stories in the past of, OG gangsters trying to come inside of rap cliques. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens, man. I'm going to be here reporting the live news and updates to you guys on a consistent basis. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe right now. If you're not following me on Instagram, hit the link. It's right in the description. Follow me on the gram, y'all. and stay tuned for my news updates. I got an interview with RBH from Connecticut speaking on Talib Kweli. That's right. Talib Kweli said some shit about Connecticut, so we got to speak out on it. So shout out to my guy RBH, and we're going to be talking about Talib Kweli tonight, as well as Kanye West saying Talib Kweli's influence is just so much less than his. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. Hit the notification bell, and I will catch you all in the next live video. Peace.